Well, we're in Frisco, Texas, having a great time. The Gate City Bank Frisco Fan Cam finds so many great fans, and one of them is Bob Challey, Fargo native, and renowned benefactor for the NDSU Bison. Of course, there's the Challey School of Music at NDSU and so many other great things. Bob, it's good to see you.
Yeah, thank you. It's good to see you. It's fun to be here, too.
Just describe what this is like as a fan.
Well, you know, we've been here, I guess, 8 or 9 of the years, and every time I tell my friends back in California, they ask, why are you going all the way to Texas? You can watch it on TV. And I said, no, you walk in the hotel, and there's 50 of your friends right there, so you feel like you're at home. And the same thing this year. They're all over the place, and they're all friends, and it's a great feeling.
And, of course, been there, done that for the Bison Nation. This feels a little like home, doesn't it?
It really does. Oh, yeah, it's great, and we wouldn't miss it. I mean, you worry about COVID, and you worry about all these things, and we just said, no, we're going to do it again, so we're doing it.
Tell us a little bit about your story. Now, as I recall, you were a chemistry student at NDSU, right? And now, of course, turned into a property baron, and now taking much of that bounty and donating back to your alumni. It's pretty fun. Just tell us a little bit about that story.
Well, I was a chemist there, and I went to graduate school at the University of California in Berkeley. And
survived that. Good for you.
Yeah, and it was Berkeley in the 60s, too. I want to tell you, I got tear gas 7 times as a grad student. But I took a wrong turn somewhere and ended up getting into real estate rather than into research, and built a business over the years. So I've been self-unemployed for 40 years now or something, and in the property business, and it's enjoyable. It's a tough business, but we've done really well. And so giving back is a big thing. Sheila and I want to be sure that we give back much of what we can. And NDSU is one of our biggest probably charity.
So when you say give back, people of means have an opportunity, and there's no shortage of people asking for money or telling you what would be a good use of your hard-earned money. How is it that you decided to say, I'm going to bless my alumnus, my school?
Well, it was pretty easy because I became a member of our foundation board here 40 years ago, I guess, and that really hooked me in, and we've sort of switched our loyalties from the chemistry side of things over to the music side, and have enjoyed that immensely. And our relationship with our students and our faculty has been rewarding beyond belief. So that's why we do it, and we get a lot back.
How much of what Bob Challey is a Fargo native and an NDSU student lives on today? How much of that education, the time there guided your success in life?
A lot, obviously a lot, and I'm sure you've heard the story before because so many people from here, I say here, NDSU have terrific love of the school, and they've all seemed to get a lot out of it, and same for me. I mean, it was a family thing. My entire family for 100 years, I guess, has gone to school here, worked at the university, and so forth. So I was a locked-in student, but what I learned there and the people I met there have been lifelong lessons and friends, and it just continues. I think it's that family feeling, and there's no place better to invest your money than in our students and our university.
And talk about the good you're able to do with that bounty. The Challey School of Music, well known. Now your son is part of the music program and the assistant director of the marching band. That has to give you much pride, huh?
Much pride, a lot of pleasure. My uncle was the marching band director, and yeah, Bill Urine was 20 years as a marching band guy, and that's when I was in school, and I was in the marching band. And it sort of came down to my son getting interested in it. He's a wonderful tuba player, and he ended up back at NDSU. He got an offer, and he went there after grad school, and it was great. So we're really happy with that. He enjoys it in Fargo. He never mentions the weather. He never mentions anything other than, well, he hardly ever calls. He hardly ever writes, but we find out about him through the grapevine.
And now he's riding right alongside Sig.
That's right. He's right alongside Sig, and that's been a wonderful experience as well.
And SIG and the marching band are on their way, and they have wings this year. Talk about that.
They have wings. We decided, John Miller and a number of us have been talking about this for a while with COVID and the kids facing 4 days on a bus with a mask and all that just seemed like too much this year. And it's a grueling trip. And there was weather again this year. Everybody had trouble getting through the weather, and the buses have more trouble. So we think we made the right decision. We found some extra money and decided we would fly the group this year. They deserve it. They worked their tails off for 6 months now, I guess, and we felt that was the thing to do.
Huge part of the fan experience is that marching band too.
I think it is. I think everybody in the stands appreciates them. I know athletics appreciates them, and they work their tail off. They love doing it. They get very little in the way of rewards. It's all personal stuff, and so having been a band kid and knowing how that is, it's something that sticks with you your whole life. You make your friends there. You really it changes your life. So they're doing it again, and I have so much admiration for the kids.
That's really neat. Last question I want to ask you about. You're obviously part of the Alumni Foundation board as well as part of the effort to raise funds. There have been some rumors swirling that a very high bar goal has been met. I don't want to reveal anything because I know the final numbers aren't all tallied up yet, but it's going to be an oh wow number, right?
It is going to be an oh wow number. We're not able to quite say what it is yet, but we have exceeded even my expectations. I think I had the highest expectations when we started, and we did much better. And I say we, it wasn't me, it wasn't any of us individually, but our staff has done a hell of a job, and we have done extremely well. And when we announce it, everybody's going to, I think, be pretty impressed.
How will those funds bless future students? What will be the result of this incredible gift that's coming back?
Well, in many ways, I mean, it benefits scholarships terrifically. The NDSU is low on scholarships compared to its peer group, so we're catching up on that. So a lot of it's that. We also have, of course, a new a pharmacy building, the Aldeveron Tower, and that's a terrific research facility. Programs have benefited on campus as well, so it's a widespread of where the money goes, and I think it'll benefit almost every student and every faculty member on campus in some way.
Bob, it's been fun to watch all of this come together. You and your wife, great supporters of this school, and thanks so much for the time today.
So you're welcome.
Yeah. Who's going to win tomorrow?
Oh, you know who's going to win. We'd never lose this.
Been there, done that, right?
Yeah, exactly. We're looking forward to it, though.
Thank you, Bob.
Yeah, thanks.